Thank you for waking up Happy Ass, where we come together to grow in mind, body, and spirit so we can in turn go out and make the world a brighter and sweeter place to live for ourselves and for others. So glad you're here. You know, such a simple statement. I can't fix what I don't look at. You know, I've been like sticking my head in the sand on something, and this is not a podcast about weight, but weight can be it, you know, if you're not looking at it. So for me, you know, I've been working with a fitness coach, Jennifer Berg, and she's amazing. And so I told you my life changed about 2 months ago, and I have heavier responsibilities. I'm trying to fit my old life into my new life, and it does not work. I've been kind of a little bit on a pity party, just a little bit, you know, you didn't know about it because it's a teeny one. It's a teeny little one. But my fitness coach knows about it. And she finally, I said to her, you know, I'm gaining weight. I'm not doing as well as I was. I'm still going to the gym. Things aren't working out. And she says, girl, it's time. I'll call you. Let's talk on Thursday. She says, it's time to get off your pity party. It's time to stop using those excuses and let's get on it. And the thing is, what I wouldn't do, I would not get on the scale. I knew I was gaining weight, but I was scared to get on the scale. Like that would change it. You know, do you know if you refuse to look at something, that thing is still growing or not growing or whatever you want. If you don't look at something, you cannot change it. If you are not aware, you cannot change it. And the cool thing I love how God works in my life, there's a story that Ayanna Van Zandt told one time in her book, One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. And I've been thinking about that story, about awareness. And I wanted to find that story. And lo and behold, I found the book in my office and pulled it out, and dadgummit, I opened it up to that story that I want to tell you about awareness. So I'm just going to read part of it because I don't want to miss it. It's just the coolest thing about awareness. And I'm talking to myself today. So if this doesn't work for anybody else, just know that I'm talking to myself. It says, the principle we are working with today is awareness. It is intuitive knowledge. The ability to recognize and harness the spirit of truth in action, knowledge or information void of emotional charge or judgment. Like, for instance, when I look at something that I need to look at, no need to get all up in my steves about it. Look at it, see what it is, and figure out how do I change it? How do I correct it? And if you have the help of your community, you have the help of a sponsor, the help of a fitness coach, the help of a mentor, the help of a friend, that is where you can do it. You can become aware of what you need to change. So I want to read you a little story from Ayanna Van Zandt. I just love it. A teacher once told me, if one person says you're a horse, you don't have to listen. If two people say you're a horse, you probably need to pay more attention to what you are doing. If 3 people say you're a horse, more than likely you have hay hanging out of your mouth and a saddle on your back. In other words, people looking at you can see things that you may not be aware of. Very often we are unwilling or unable to discuss with one another the unpleasant aspects of ourselves. Okay. And usually what we do, instead of looking at ourselves and figuring out what we need to do, we start pointing the finger at other people and telling them what they need to do. Okay? We're real good about that as humans. And that is absolutely counterproductive. It will not work. But if you have a trusted friend who tells you, hey, listen, your anger is really scaring me. Your lack of self-control, you know, like I said, if one person tells you you're a horse, maybe not. 2 people tell you a horse, 3rd person tells you a horse, you may have hay hanging in your mouth, and they need to look at that. So she goes on to say that during that time of her life, she worked in a company where she was an administrator, and someone came to her and said, listen, someone's giving me grief, give me a hard time, I need your help. So she goes to help. They get there, and the other woman is pissed off. She is mad. She's out of control. So Ayanna says that she leaves there unable to change anything. Nothing changes. The woman will not hear reason. 2 days later, Ayanna gets a knock on her door, and she's accused of assault. accused of assaulting the woman. And she didn't assault the woman. She did not assault the woman. Nobody saw her assault the woman. But the woman comes to work with a neck brace, all these things. And nobody will really come to Ayanna's defense because guess what? That's how they saw her, as an angry, out of control person. And it looked like perhaps she could have done that. And that made her look at herself and go, you know, I didn't do that, but I understand why someone thinks I did that. I've got to become aware of what I'm doing and change it. And this is the thing. This book is a great book, too, if you've never read it. It's called One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. And she talks a lot in here about sometimes you have to have a total breakdown to have a breakthrough. And that's what happened to her. But this is what's so cool about us as humans. We don't have to do that. We don't have to go, our elevator doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom floor to get help. We can look at our lives on a daily basis and become aware of where we are and what we're doing and figure out how to change it with the help of another. Awareness is the key. Awareness is that thing that will help you see what is going on in your life. And I love it. I heard this on Coach JT this morning. And he said, listen to someone who is where and what you want to be. Listen to someone who is where and what you want to be. He used to talk about it a lot in AA. He said, find someone that has what you want. Find someone that has what you want and do what they're doing. Tweak it to you, of course. And one of my friends on here that's listening, we do a thing at Ninja. And it's amazing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. But he said, what I have to do with that, I have to take that knowledge of this and I have to make it work for me. I have to do it within my personality, within the confines of who I am. But awareness is the thing that we have. So if you're not aware of something right now, ask God to make you aware of what's going on. Maybe ask a trusted friend. You know, my fitness coach, she said to me, get off your pity party. We're doing a cut, baby. We're doing a cut. No more excuses. No more waiting around. You're not going in the right direction. We got to do something about it. And so I'm doing something about it. And yours may not be in the area of weight control or fitness. It may be in any kind of area of your life. Awareness is your first key to making change. So let me see if I had anything else to say. Oh, I love this. It says, when I refuse to pay attention to what life is saying to me, life makes its point very clear. That's like my husband always said, life's the school, love's the lesson. You're going to learn it one way or another. Do you want to learn it now or you want to learn it later? You will learn it or you'll keep on being the same miserable person you are, or the same person who is not at the level you need to be. Some of us are just okay with being okay. I'm not okay with being okay, y'all. Sorry, not happening. So here we go. Here's our affirmation. Awareness. When I become aware, I have valuable, life-changing information. Awareness becomes the information I need to course adjust and correct my life. Refusing to look does not change the information. It only delays healing and peace. I'm going to say that part again. Refusing to look does not change the information. It only delays healing and peace. Life will make its point clear, but will I listen and make the changes needed for my best life? And so it is. Well, y'all, I'm so happy you were here today, and I'm so thankful you are here with me on this journey. I love being with you on yours. And if you like something you heard today, please pass it along to others. Just think about how awesome it will be if the whole world is full of happy asses who just want to make life brighter and sweeter for everyone around them. But you first have to do it in yourself. I love you so, so, so much. Be sweet, y'all. Bye.